swarm. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. They believe they can run right here. At the 35, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Give to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Just buried it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of a big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Dropping back, it's McNamara. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got 6.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls back.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Open space at the 25. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're going to test the right side with this one. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. First down to start the drive after the break. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle, it's Simon. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sanders. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're trying to get to it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Release to the back. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. He looks that one in nicely. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed...
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
35. Iowa. 21.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The handoff to Johnson. At the 35, he's open. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Quarterback checking the play. Power football with the run. The Hawkeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I did a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
A nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll let one go down the right side. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Getting some heat. Extending the play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires one high and deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for a man. It's McNamara trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On fourth down, they're taking to the air. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll